In 2014, an old man with the name of Ronald Read passed away at the age of 92. His friends were shocked when they learned his estate was valued at almost $8 million. He left most of his money to a local hospital and library. Why their friends were shocked? It was because Ronald Read was working as janitor and gas stations attendant. A janitor's main responsibility is cleaner. Currently in US, the average age of janitor is around $15 per hour, so not a high salary income. How does a person with low income amass such a huge estate? There are two reasons. First reason is his frugal lifestyle. Those who knew him thought of how he at times used safety pins to hold his coat together and sometimes parked his 2007 Toyota Yaris far from where he was going to avoid having to feed the parking meter. Second reason is his investment. When he died, he left behind a 5-inch thick stack of stock certificates in a safe deposit box. I think most young investors have not seen a stock certificate. Even I myself have not seen a stock certificate before. Stock certificate is a piece of paper that records and proves that you own the shares of the company. I guess the hard copy certificate makes it more tangible as opposed to electronic record. Back to the story. Ronald owned at least 95 stocks at the time of his death, many of which he had held for years if not decades. They were spread across a variety of sectors including railroads, utility companies, banks, healthcare, telecom, and consumer products. He avoided technology stocks. Ronald typically bought shares of companies he was familiar with and those that paid out hefty dividends. When dividend checks came in the mail, he plowed the money back into more shares. There are two things we can learn from Ronald here. First, only invest in what you understand. If you can't even explain it to a 12-year-old what the company's business is, then it is better that you don't YOLO into it. Secondly, even though on my channel I seldom talk about dividend investing, but I do recognize that dividend investing is a great strategy. Regardless of stock prices are up or down, companies usually still pay their dividends. And as long as you reinvest the dividends, the returns will compound over time. What companies did Ronald Read bought? Here are the list of his stock holding. Most of them are blue chip companies such as P&G, JP Morgan, General Electric, and Dow Chemical. He didn't always hit home runs. His portfolio included shares of Lehman Brothers Holdings, the financial firm that collapsed in 2008, for example. But he was willing to stick with his picks for many years. Over a long period of investment journey, we will definitely encounter bad investment. As long as you don't put all your eggs into one basket, those businesses that bankrupt or shrink significantly will become smaller and smaller allocations within your portfolio. On the other hand, the winners will becoming larger and larger. Usually, portfolio returns is mainly driven by the multi-baggers as long as you hold long enough. Actually, if you only hold ETF, the effect is similar. The composition of ETF is not stagnant. Companies that do well will take on a larger share, so you are guaranteed to ride on the winners. How Ronald conducted his stock research? He relied in part on print publications for his investment research and also made use of the local library. He also chatted about investing with those he knew, including a neighbor who was also his Wells Fargo advisor. This is definitely important. Investing doesn't need to be a solo effort. There's community like our Telegram group where we share our thoughts on different investments. So if you are yet to join us, feel free to click on the link in the description to join the group. See you in the next one. Cheers!